The world paused for a moment when a familiar voice returned to the global spotlight. A voice many believed had already reshaped history, yet still had the power to shake it again. Donald J. Trump. In a recent live appearance, the former U.S. president issued a sharp warning directed at Iran, and within minutes, the statement was everywhere. Newsrooms reacted, social media exploded, and political analysts rushed to decode every word. The tone was not soft. It was not diplomatic. It sounded like a reminder that unfinished business still exists, and that old conflicts can wake up at any time. Trump spoke with confidence, reminding the world of his past decisions as president, especially the moment in 2020 when the United States ordered a strike that killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. That single event nearly pushed the Middle East into full-scale war. By referencing it again, Trump wasn't just talking about the past. He was sending a message about the future. Many heard it as a warning. Others heard it as a threat. Critics called it political drama. Supporters called it strength. But no matter the opinion, the impact was immediate. When a former U.S. president speaks this directly about another nation, especially one as powerful and sensitive as Iran, the world listens. To understand why this moment matters, we need to understand the long and painful history between the United States and Iran. This conflict did not begin with Trump. It did not begin in the modern era. Its roots stretch back to 1953, when foreign involvement helped remove Iran's democratically elected leader. That moment created deep anger and distrust. Then came the Iranian Revolution in 1979, the U.S. Embassy hostage crisis, and decades of sanctions, isolation, and proxy wars. Since then, the relationship has never been peaceful. It has only been managed. Both sides see each other as threats. Both sides believe they are defending themselves. When Trump became president in 2017, he rejected the traditional American approach to Iran. Instead of slow diplomacy and quiet negotiations, he chose maximum pressure. He withdrew the United States from the Iran nuclear deal, an agreement designed to limit Iran's nuclear program in exchange for economic relief. Trump called it a disaster. He believed Iran was cheating and using the deal to gain power in the region. Sanctions returned. Iran's economy suffered. Tensions increased. Then, in January 2020, the U.S. killed Qasem Soleimani. Iran responded with missile strikes on U.S. bases in Iraq. The world feared war, but war never came. Both sides stepped back, damaged but cautious. Now, years later, Trump's warning lands in a very different world, but one filled with familiar dangers. The Middle East is once again unstable. Conflicts involving Israel, Gaza, and neighboring regions have raised tensions. Iranian-backed groups are active across Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. U.S. troops remain in the region. Iran's nuclear program is advancing faster than before. At the same time, Trump is no longer just a former leader. He is a powerful political figure who may return to office. When he speaks, governments do not hear opinion. They hear possibility. Iran's public response has been calm but firm. Iranian leaders often say they are not afraid of threats and will defend their country at any cost. But behind closed doors, analysts believe Iran takes Trump very seriously. They remember his unpredictability. They remember how fast decisions were made during his presidency. They remember that warnings once turned into action. Global powers like China and Russia are watching closely. They have growing ties with Iran and see U.S. pressure as part of a larger struggle for global influence. European nations are worried. Any major conflict could trigger energy shortages, economic shocks, and refugee crises. The biggest question remains unanswered. Is this a real danger, or is it political strategy? Some believe Trump's words are meant to project strength ahead of elections, reminding supporters of his tough leadership style. Others believe the warning is genuine, a signal that if he returns to power, Iran should expect confrontation, not compromise. History suggests Trump prefers unpredictability, and unpredictability itself can be dangerous. When no one knows what comes next, miscalculations happen, and miscalculations start wars. For now, no missiles are flying, no declarations of war have been made. But words carry weight. In international politics, words can move markets, shift alliances, raise military readiness, and change decisions made in secret rooms. Iran will watch Trump's next move. The U.S. will watch Iran's actions. And the world will remain alert because this story is not over. It is simply waiting for its next chapter. One warning, one statement, one familiar voice. In a world already filled with tension, Donald Trump's words reminded everyone of a hard truth. Peace is fragile. Power never sleeps. And history has a way of repeating itself, especially when the past refuses to stay silent. The real question is no longer what was said. The real question is who will act first when words are no longer enough. Please subscribe to this channel for daily updates.